How about Brock Purdy? He's having a really good camp. I put him in the not so good section today. He threw one right to Jair Brown. Fortunately, it's Jair Brown. Yeah, he missed a couple passes high. Struggled a little bit against the Chargers in the preseason in the joint practice. Didn't play that much in the preseason game. Still, he's essentially having a good training camp. He's got all these weapons. He's got Dejon Stribling. He's got Kalen Black. If these guys emerge like we think they may, do you think Brock Purdy could be in the MVP conversation?
I mean, my instinct is to say no when I just think of him as a quarterback. And this isn't like a slight to him. I just think that there's so many like more qualified quarterback. Like Lamar had a down year, and people love like the story. So I feel like Lamar comes back and his team is doing well. He's gonna take off. Same thing with Patrick Mahomes. Like this, he's won multiple Super Bowls, going for it, and then all of a sudden the Chiefs kind of crash and burn for a year. If all of a sudden he looks good, it's not just going to be like Mahomes looks good. It's going to be times 10 because there's these narratives where last year I feel like there was so much like middle tier quarterbacking that anyone who can set themselves apart this year is going to get even more hype. Now, what I will say with Brock, and this is more a comment on how like MVP voting works in general, is if the Niners are winning games, then I'm sure he'll be in the discussion. Like if they're a top winning team, by proxy, Brock will get a lot of credit for that. Even if it's because Chris McCaffrey's running great and Keelan's running great. And like Brock doesn't necessarily need to be the reason that the Niners are winning to still be in those conversations. He was in MVP conversations in 2023. And I think when you look back at that team, you would say that Chris McCaffrey was the MVP, but that didn't stop Brock from being in the conversation.
I think he's got a chance this year to at least be in the conversation, like you said. I mean, it's not going to be Christian's not going to be the MVP of this offense this year. I just don't believe that. It's not going to be Kittle. If Purdy has good numbers, you're not going to be able to say like, well, it's all because of this guy or that guy. Like if Purdy puts up those numbers and wins, he's going to get a lot of credit. Because I mean, how much was Mike Evans really going to play? Yeah. I think he's got a chance.
If Stribling looks really good and they have a good connection,
Purdy will get credit for that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, look at how you develop chemistry. Look at how you developed this young guy and brought him along, got him ready and developed chemistry, all that.
Yeah.
He needs to stay healthy, but he's got a lot of weapons and he's got Kyle. So he has a lot of things going in his favor. I mean, Justin Herbert might be a better quarterback than Brock Purdy, but like Brock has the better play caller. Brock has probably the better wide receivers. He might be in a better position.
Lad McConkey is like the best wide receiver for the Chargers, right?
That's my friend.
Yeah, you did golf with him, right?
We golfed together one time.
Not trying to shit on him. I'm just saying it's not necessarily a super inspiring group of guys.
You'd like Lad McConkey to be like the number 2 or 3 receiver on your team, not the guy you're giving 150 targets to.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if the Chargers they looked so bad in the game. It was ridiculous. I was like, Mike Medina, what are you doing?
A
lot of that was Trey and not, Justin Herbert played for 1 3 and out. So I'm not, I imagine they'll look a lot different in the regular season, but if the Niners look how they look, if they're putting up that many points, and I know a lot of it was Mac Jones and Martinez, but if they're putting up that many points against teams, whoever the quarterback is going to be in the MVP conversation.
The 49ers season is just around the corner, so let's head over to PrizePicks and make some official projections for the 49ers stars. Brock Purdy, 27.5 passing touchdowns, more or less. I'm going to say more. Deebo Samuel, 724.5 receiving yards. I'm going to say less. Mike Evans, 6.5 receiving touchdowns. I'm going to say more. Download the PrizePicks app. New users play $5 and get 150 in lineups when you win if you use promo code HMA.
Mac, Brock, whoever.
There's a scenario where everything breaks Brock's way. He stays healthy, puts up numbers, and he's in the MVP conversation. Isn't there also a scenario, though, where like things go horribly wrong for Brock this year?
Yeah, There's hella injuries. They lose hella
There's
games.
such high expectations for him too, and like he starts off the season against the Rams. He could win that game. He could lose that game. What if the last time he faced the Rams 2 years ago, he was 14 of 31 for hold on, he was awful. And that was he hasn't faced him since. Last year, Mac Jones faced him twice, put up 6 touchdowns and 1 pick and like 750 yards. He was really good, won one of the games. If Brock lays an egg against the Rams, I think people will instantly start wondering, like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Like, does he give us our best chance to win against really good teams? Because he stunk the last 2 times against the Seahawks. He stunk the last 2 times against the Rams. It's early in the season, though. I just feel like he's under a lot of pressure. Mac Jones is good. Mac Jones is still here. And if this guy goes through a slump, there's just no patience.
Especially with, Mac beat the Rams last year. So, yeah. Of course, there's going to be those comparisons. Also, I hope I'm not, speaking out of my ass. I think there's like an out in Brock's contract in 2027. So he could use that and, have a great year, or it could cause like a ton of pressure and he spirals for sure. Especially if things outside of his control start going wrong. If Shanahan, his headaches come back from his, concussion, and maybe he can't play call anymore, and it's Kubiak. Maybe that works out good, but maybe it doesn't. What if Mike Evans, who's supposed to be the number 1 guy, age gets to him and he's out and injured for most of the season? Like,
what if McCaffrey is out most of the season?
But it can go south too.
We haven't seen Brock have a ton of success without McCaffrey, and that could be in store this year. Another year where he's in and out. I mean, he's already out right now. And the Niners insist it's tightness, which I don't know.
Like, even if Keelan Black is, what we've seen of him so far, which is a great runner, part of what makes Christian McCaffrey so successful with Brock and with Jimmy before then was that he had this like ability to be the dump off guy. And we don't know if Keelan Black can be that. Like, what if he's just a runner? And that part of the game is gone to Brock, and Brock freaks out without it. Maybe he won't, but I'm saying it's a possibility.
Yeah. Part of me feels like I want to draft Brock Purdy in fantasy this year. He's in his prime. He runs like he's in a good system. He's got Dejon Stribling. He's got Kalen Black. They look good. The other part of me feels like, man, he's got Mac Jones breathing down his neck. He misses time. If he starts off the season struggling and gets hurt and Mac Jones plays well, they could leave Mac Jones in there a long time. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Brock. And he kind of gave me pause today. He wasn't great out there today.
I'd be the most nervous about him health-wise. Like, I'm not trying to predict the injury, but if you're talking about fantasy, you need that player to at least be there. And I think with Brock, it's like unclear if he's going to miss multiple games,
Yeah, but you could say the same thing about Lamar Jackson at this point in his career. Lamar Jackson,
for sure, but I'm just saying, like, the Niners' success, the Niners could still be successful even if Brock goes down because they have Mac, unlike the Ravens. But for you brought up fantasy. You can't just like sub Mac for Brock in your fantasy team, can you?
I could get both of them. That would be pretty cool.
Maybe do that.
All right. Well, it's 7:38 on the West Coast. I think Ashley and I need to get some dinner. It's been our best show of all time, though. Some saying it's the best show ever made. Ashley, great job.
We didn't get to talk about Fight Club, but it's okay. The first rule of Fight Club
is not. What's the first rule about Fight Club? DBZ Warlord says Burrow was a 1-year wonder too. Yeah, but his 1 year wasn't. Was he 24 in that 1 year? I don't know. Maybe he was. Yeah, I showed Ashley Fight Club. She's never seen it before.
I really liked it.
She liked it. She liked all the toxic masculinity. She wants to join a fight club. That's what her main takeaway was. She thought that Edward Norton had a really healthy way of getting through his.
It was a giant ad for therapy. It was go to therapy, please.
Too Much Sauce says, is Osa guaranteed lock to make the team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Good question. Love that.
Someone said,
Joe. All right, guys.
Fans, can I just say, Niner fans, we got to be better. We can't start putting Herbert and Joe Burrow and all these quarterbacks down and propping Purdy up. People who are not 49er fans, I sent you like a TikTok about this where they were talking about like the top NFL quarterbacks. These conversations, like Purdy is not in them. Like if a Niner fan isn't there bringing him up, no one else, no, doesn't matter. Any other team. You could be a fan of the Browns, of the Dolphins, of the Seahawks, of the Chiefs. No other team, if you ask them about the top 5 to 8 quarterbacks, no one is bringing up Purdy. Not one. You could survey every fan of any other team except for the Niners. It's too much.
Yeah.
Sorry. I got passionate.
And there's a lot of pressure on him for that. Like he can't really weather like a long slump or a terrible preseason playoff game. The way Justin Herbert, he is absolutely shit the bed in multiple playoff games. I don't think Brock can do that. I don't think his own organization would have his back like that. I mean, Kyle has a huge crush on Mac Jones. He can't hide it. It's clear. It's clear. And Brock, I'm sorry, he just doesn't look at you like that. He appreciates you. He understands that you're better than Mac, but it doesn't feel the same way. He just doesn't feel it.
Sorry, the heart wants what the heart wants, you know?
The heart wants what the heart wants. Ashley, great show. Everyone, thanks so much for watching late on a Saturday night. The Niners practice tomorrow morning, so I'll be back in the afternoon on Sunday, and then they're off Monday. So yeah, stay tuned. Next time you see me and Ashley, we'll be in Las Vegas.